students, in this video I am taking some of the questions on sine, cosine, etc. and in the given intervals. As these are periodic functions, so we must be given the intervals in which we want to check for increasing or decreasing nature of the function. Let me take this question f(x) as sine 3x. As in the previous question we have done, but I am taking a separate way to do it. First I will take the derivative 3 cos 3x. Then as procedure we have used put f dash x as 0. So 3 times cos 3x is 0. So it means cos 3x is 0. When cos is 0, you know that it is 0 on all multiples of pi by 2. That means 3x will be yours pi by 2, 3 pi by 2, 5 pi by 2, etc. Odd multiples of pi by 2, cos is always 0. From here x is coming as pi by 6, pi by 2, 5 pi by 6 divided by 3, etc. Now in this given in this interval, we can see only this point comes in the open interval. So x equal to pi by 6 divides the given interval 0 to pi by 2 into 2 disjoint sub-intervals. What are those? The one is 0 to pi by 6 and pi by 6 to pi by 2. Now, you want to check in this interval whether the function derivative is positive or negative. There are two ways to check. The first part, when x is lying between 0 to pi by 6, that means x is lying between this and so, because this is 3x, so 3x will lie between 0 to pi by 2, and because cos 3x, this is positive first quadrant, this is first quadrant, so cos 3x will be positive, so 3 times cos 3x will be positive, and from here f dash x is positive. Therefore, function is strictly increasing on 0 to pi by 6. Now, for the second part, if I want to check for decreasing, then x is belonging to pi by 6 to pi by 2. So, we must have 3x. That means line between 3 times pi by 2 to 3 pi by 2. So we have, this is second and third quadrant. In second and third quadrant we have cos 3x is less than 0. So 3 times cos 3x is less than 0. Then f dash x must be less than 0. Then we have function is strictly decreasing on this interval pi by 6 to pi by 2. Or you can take the alternative procedure by taking any of the point in between this interval and check for f dash x. And here also you can take any other point, say pi by 4 in this interval and check for that. If you want, I may do, this is f dash, in this interval say 15 degree I will take, that is 30 degree, so 15 degree, 3 times f dash 15 degree, that is 3 times cos 45 degrees. So this is your positive, therefore function is increasing. And if I take any point over here, say 45 degree, so f dash pi by 4 will be 3 times cos 3 pi by 4. In second quadrant this is negative, so it is decreasing. This is an alternative way to find any value and check for plus minus, and this way also you can proceed. Moving to the next example, we have the function as sine raised to power 4x and then cos x raised to power 4, and we want to separate the interval. The given interval is 0 to pi by 2 and we want to separate it into sub-intervals in which the function is strictly increasing or decreasing. First of all, as procedure, we will find the derivative. This is 4 sine cube x power rule into sine x derivative is cos x minus 4 cos cube into sine x. We have simply taken the derivative. Now 4 sin x cos x coming as common, So we'll be having minus common as well. Cos square x minus sin square x. So that I can see this is a cos 2x and this is 2 times 2 sin x cos x. And this is cos 2x. And so this is minus 2 sin 2x cos 2x. And so we have this is minus sin 4x. This is very important. This type of function we are having the derivative simplified as minus sin 4x. Now this question becomes simple as we have proceeded in the previous question. We have put f dash x 0. So we will be having sin 4x is 0. Sin is 0 when we have 4x as 0, pi, 2 pi, etc. Then x will become 0, pi by 4, pi by 2, etc. Now because the interval given is 0 to pi by 2, therefore pi x equal to pi by 4, divide the given interval, divides the given interval into 2 disjoint subintervals as 0 to pi by 4 and pi by 4 to pi by 2. We don't need to take other values as they are equally more than 5. Now for the first part, first interval when x is lying between 0 to pi by 4. Now because we want to reach the value to find the value of minus sin 4x, so 4x will be lying between 0 to pi. And we have already discussed so many times sin x is positive in first quadrant and in second quadrant this is also positive. So from 0 to pi when 4x is lying between this, sin 4x is positive. So minus sin 4x will be negative. So f dash x will be negative. So we have the function is strictly decreasing on this interval 0 to pi by 4. Now taking the second interval we have when x is lying between pi by 4 to pi by 2. We have 4x will be lying between, multiplying 4 by 4 we have pi to 2 pi. So we will be having sin 4x is negative. Because it is in third and fourth quadrant, this is third and fourth quadrant. In both the quadrants sin 4x is negative. So from here minus sin 4x will become positive. And from here f dash x will be yours positive. So from here fx is strictly increasing on pi by 4 to pi by 2. Hence we conclude as the answer the function is strictly increasing on pi by 4 to pi by 2 and strictly decreasing on 0 to pi by 4. Here there is another question. I am taking the last one for this topic. The function given here is sin 3x minus cos 3x and we are given an interval also, that is your 0 to pi. So as procedure we will follow. F dash x is 3 cos 3x plus 3 sin 3x and then we will put f dash x as 0. So we have termed this as 3 cancelled out, cos 3x is minus sin 3x, or I may write tangent 3x as minus 1. Now tangent is minus 1 when 1 is at pi by 4. So I can take the values as in second quadrant as tangent 3 pi by 4 etc. So from here 3x is 3 pi by 4 and cos x is lying between 0 to pi. Please see when x is lying between 0 to pi, because here it is 3x. So 3x will be lying between 0 to 3 pi. So it means we will have to consider all the angles till 3 pi because tangent is here negative. So negative is in second quadrant, tangent negative. And then fourth quadrant, negative fourth quadrant. And then again if we come back to again second quadrant. So I will have to take 3x as 3 pi by 4. Then this is your pi plus pi by 4, 2 pi means. This is 2 pi minus pi by 4 and then we have coming back to 3 pi minus pi by 4. Have you got it? 3x as 3 pi by 4, then 7 pi by 4 and 11 pi by 4. We have simplified. Now from here x comes as pi by 4, 7 pi by 12 and 11 pi by 12. Or you can use the trigonometric solutions, general solutions, to get the values, and whatever the values are lying between 0 to pi, you will consider those only, and the remaining solutions will be discarded. Now there are 3 points which are dividing the given interval into 4 disjoint sub-intervals. We get the intervals as 0 to pi by 4, then pi by 4 to 7 pi by 12, and the next one is 7 pi by 12 to 11 pi by 12, and the next one is 11 pi by 12 to pi, and the next number will be more than pi, so we have not taken. Now in these intervals I am to check for sign of f dashes. We can take any point over here, say this is pi by 4, so 30 degree. If I take pi by 6, then f dash pi by 6 will become here 3 cos pi by 2, that is your 0, and this is your 3 sin 3 times pi by 6 pi by 2, that is positive. You can check easily with any point over here. So the nature of the function in this interval will be positive, and I have told you, if you get it correct, then all the intervals, the signs will be plus minus alternate, and you can also check pi by 4 to 7 pi by 12. Let me take pi by 2. If I take pi by 2, then cos 3 pi by 2, that is your 0, and sin 3 pi by 2 is negative. So this is negative, so nature of the function is decreasing. And next also same way, this is positive and negative, you can cross check yourself. And now we have checked the nature of the function. So, and the last we can conclude that the function is strictly increasing on 0 to pi by 4 union is 7 pi by 12 to 11 pi by 12, and strictly decreasing on pi by 4 to 7 pi by 12 union 11 pi by 12 to pi. Thank you.